Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Kim and this is my channel Make with Millie, and I just thought I'm making some raspberry buns, so I thought I'd do a little baking video just to show you. I was making them anyway, so I thought I might as well bring you along with me. I've started some of it already, just the measuring out. So I've closed my book now. So it's like a school recipe that I've had for years, and it's always been very successful. My family love them. I do a little bit of something different in them at the end, but I'll go through that with you. That's just my taste anyway. So yeah, they're just a raspberry bun, and so in my bowl I have 12.5 ounces of self-raising flour, and also 1/4 ounce of baking powder, and I've just stirred those around. I've also got 4 ounces of granulated sugar. I have tried it with caster sugar as well, but I think granulated is from the original recipe, so I think it's probably best sticking with that. Going to stir those two together. There we go. And then I'm going to add 6.25 ounces of margarine. So you just add this to it and then rub it in with your fingers. I'm just going to use a knife first just to cut it up a little bit smaller. Hope everyone's okay. It's Saturday night now, and I will probably bring this to you at the beginning of the week, but yeah, I find it quite relaxing to bake at night because everyone's quiet, doing their own thing, and I just like being in the kitchen. So I had all the ingredients in, so I thought, why not? So yeah, I don't like to, because you're supposed to rub it into fine breadcrumbs, but if you mess with the margarine or the butter for too long, it melts in your hands, and it has been quite warm over the past few days, so I know that my hands are warm, so the less you mess with it the better. So with a knife at least you're cutting it up finer, so you don't have to spend as much time rubbing in. So I'm just going to quickly do this now, and then you add 4 ounces of milk. Now you add it bit by bit because sometimes you don't need all the milk. So I'm just going to get my hands in and just very gently rub it so it resembles fine breadcrumbs. And as I said, I don't want to be overworking it too much, because that's why you've got self-raising flour and not plain flour, so it's not a heavy bun at the end. There we go. I think that's all I'm going to... There we go. So there's not that many ingredients to it. As I said, it's just self-raising flour, baking powder, sugar, margarine, and then a bit of milk. There we go. Right, I'm just going to quickly wash my hands. And then I will be back. I'm only here, I've not gone far. There we go. Oh. There we go. I hope everyone's had a good weekend so far. I've been out shopping today. I've done a few bits. If you watched my birthday video, you'll know that I got a Pandora bracelet. So I went today to, because it was too big, to have it, to have a smaller one, and then she put my charms on for me. So I've not got it on now because I'm baking, but yeah, so I've sorted all that out. So I'll be excited to start wearing that. Looking forward to it. So those are my breadcrumbs now, my fine breadcrumbs. And then all you do is just as I said, I'm just gonna, actually I'm gonna use a knife. I'm just gonna make a little well in the middle and just pop a little bit of milk in. Just to combine it a bit. I mean, you might need it all, it depends. But when you see it forming together, it's got to hold its shape, but you don't want it too wet either. So I'll just add a little bit more. I'm just going to get my hands in now just to get it to form together. And then I can tell whether I need just that little bit more milk, but I don't think I do. No, I don't. I'm fine, I think, with this. Yeah, I am. There we go. So you just need it to be like in a dough. I'm going to try and do this as quick as I can because it's really warm in this kitchen, and I don't want the margarine to start going too soft, you know. So it depends on the size of what sort of bun shape you want. So I normally do them about that big. Just pat them down slightly. I mean, before now I've done them quite big sizes, but actually you don't really need to do them that big because they do expand slightly in the oven. There we go, so I've got 6 on that one. I've done 2 baking sheets, greased both of them and popped in some grease-proof paper, and I have put my oven on a gas mark 5, and these will cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. There we go. So I've made 10 altogether. little bit smaller, I think. But don't forget, they have got to hold in the filling, so you don't want them too small. There we go. I'm going to try and take a bit off each, and then I'll have an extra one. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Right, so I'm just going to wash my hands again. There we go. And then what I do is just get a little, actually I poured the kettle before, so there we go. There's my little spoon. Here we go. So what I normally do is I'll just bend you down a little bit, and then hopefully you can see what I'm doing, but I will show you bit by bit. Probably better like that, isn't it? There we go. So as you can see, I've done them into little round balls, and then I've just got some warm water and a little spoon, just so it's warm. And then just in the middle, just make a little circle, a little hole, because that's going to be your pocket for your raspberry jam, strawberry jam, whatever you prefer. Make sure that when you're doing the spoon though, you lift the edges as you go around, otherwise the jam or the filling, whatever you're using, will just pour out all over your tray when they're in the oven. Don't go right down to the bottom either, because then the jam will seep through and it won't be right. So the warm spoon just helps you move the dough around a little bit easier to make a little pocket. I have just used my thumb before now as well, so it's whatever works for you, and then you just push the sides up. But I just get a better edge when I use a spoon, and because you've made it a little bit damp, you can mould it to put your jam in. These just remind me of school. We used to have them at school and I loved them, and so I started making them years ago, and yeah, everyone seems to like them. I tried them with chocolate ones, like chocolate spread. They weren't my cup of tea. I didn't enjoy them at all. But I thought I'd try something different, but no, not again. There we go, so that's those. I have done these before and they have exploded in the oven, so that's always a no-no, but you don't know what's going to happen in that oven. There we go. So yeah, just do what works for you. You know, use your thumb and then lift up the sides, or use your spoon. the last one now. There we go. So as you can see, I've made like little pockets. Oh, little pockets in there. So what I'm going to do is I should have done this, shouldn't I, before, because now I've struggled taking the lid off. Oh, there we go. It's a good job I'm having an alright day with my arthritis today, or else I wouldn't have been able to do that. There we go. Right, and then a teaspoon again. So I am using two things today, just because my family are split over what they like in them. So I'm going to do some seedless raspberry jam and then some lemon curd, because lemon curd, I love lemon curd in things. So, but leave a comment below on, let me know what maybe your favourite filling might be. As I said, mine is lemon curd, I love it. But my son likes raspberry jam, so, and my husband likes both. You only need, depending on your pockets, about a teaspoon. If you put too much in, it will just overflow and burst everywhere. So just put a little, and then just pop it down in there. Now when I show you these later, I'm hoping that they're not going to be, that they're not exploded everywhere. But they still taste nice. There we go. So I'm going to do, I think, 5 lemon curd ones. And, sorry, 5 lemon curd and 6 raspberry. So yeah, let me know what your favourite filling might be. I mean, you can put all sorts in there. You can obviously use your strawberry jam. Also, I have got some black cherry jam as well, which would be really nice in there. But obviously the recipe is raspberry buns. So I think the ones that I always had when I was younger had raspberry or strawberry jam in. But obviously you can change that up, can't you, to what you fancy. I think I might put a little bit too much jam in some of these, so that's what you'll probably see later when I show you. There we go. And as I said, just really, really easy to do. There we go. Right. There we go. So, just make sure this jam is in and the corners are sealed. There we go. Lovely. So I have I didn't use all my milk. There's probably an ounce left there, so I used probably 3 ounces. But yeah, just gauge it when you're doing it. You'll soon see that you don't need that much, because otherwise it's too wet and they won't mould to a bun. So Right, so these are my lemon ones. There we go. And these are my raspberry ones. You can hold on, that paper's in the way, isn't it? And they're my raspberry ones. So I'm going to pop those in now for 15 to 20 minutes. I will keep checking them as well, because you don't want them to go too crispy, because then they're hard to eat. So I will pop back on later and show you. I'm just going to pop them in now, as I said, on gas mark 5. I'll come back and show you in a bit. Okay, bye. Hi, welcome back. I've just brought my buns out of the oven. And just as a warning as well, obviously I don't think you would, but just in case, the jam when you first get it out is bubbling hot. So don't be putting your fingers anywhere near it, because really, really hot. So I'm just going to turn you down just to show you. There we go. I'll try and get you a better look at these if I can. So they do expand, as I said, quite a bit. There we go. So those are my lemon curd ones. And then these are the jam ones. So yeah, I hope you have a go at this, because they are quite easy to do. But yeah, I just thought I'd pop back on and show you them now that they're done. And I will see you next week. I'll probably bring these to you on, it'll be Tuesday, I think. So yeah, if you have a go, message me and let me know what you think, because they are quite scrummy, quite delicious. So yeah, I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.